Hi guys, my name is Wendy and I'm one of the coaches that are going to be helping out in our Strong Mom Challenge that starts next week. And I'm really excited to get to know all of you. But today I want to share a few tips that are going to help you to get started off right before we start our group on Monday. So this week, all of you should be making a big trip to the grocery store. We want you to start the week off right and to be prepared. And so one way to do that is to plan ahead and to have all of your food ready to go so you don't have to think about it next week. So I have 5 tips that I want to share with you that are going to help you when you go to the store to get all of your food for you and for your family. The first tip is to not go to the store hungry, okay? You guys have probably experienced this too, but I have learned from personal experience that when you go shopping, when you haven't eaten in a few hours or right before dinner time, then you grab way more food than you need, and most of the time it's not stuff that you want to have in your house, especially when you're doing a fitness challenge. Okay, that's when you tend to grab the processed foods or the convenient foods or you grab the meals out of the freezer section that are just, quick and go to. So those are the things that we want to avoid. So don't go shopping hungry. Be sure that you go, after you've already had a full meal, or I even like to chew gum while I go grocery shopping. So then I'm not even thinking about what I want to eat. I'm just thinking about what I have on my list. So that brings me to my second tip, is to take your grocery list, okay? Now, this weekend, you need to write up your meal plan. You need to know exactly what you're going to eat for every single meal next week. So that way you know that you don't have to think about it next week, okay? It's going to be brainless because you'll already have it all planned out. So when you have your meal plan, then you can write down all of the foods that you're going to have for all of your meals, for all of your snacks. You can know ahead of time any additional things that you need to buy for your family, okay? Maybe some snacks for your kids that you know you're not going to eat, but you know that they're going to need just to, because they're kids. And all of the spices that you're going to need for your recipes, okay? Write everything down. So that way when you go to the store, you only buy the things that are on your list, okay? And you're not going to go hungry, so you're not going to be tempted to buy other things that aren't on your list. Tip number 3 is to go to the store alone, okay? Now I know that this can kind of be hard being moms because we usually have to take the kids everywhere. And if you are like my family, next week is summer vacation. And so my kids are going to be home a lot more. So going to the store without them can be difficult, but I strongly encourage you for the times that you go shopping during this challenge to go to the store alone. So you don't have kids distracting you. You don't have kids trying to throw extra, junk food into your cart. That way you are the one that is in control of everything that you're purchasing. And so if you need to go after the kids are in bed when your husband is home, then do that. If you need to go, in the morning before your husband goes to work, then plan to make that happen. So that way you can be the one that is in control of what you're buying, and you don't have to worry about anybody bothering you to get anything that you know you don't want in your house. My 4th tip is to shop the perimeter of the store first. There are things that you might need that are in the middle of the store, but if you notice, when you walk into the grocery store, usually you've got all of the fruits and vegetables, all the produce over on one side, okay? They take up a good chunk of the store. And then you walk back a little and there's the dairy, the milk and the cheese and the eggs. And then you walk around the back and that's where, all of the meat and the poultry is. And then, usually on the other side is where the frozen foods are. So you're going to spend the majority of your time in the store shopping the perimeter, okay? So go walk around the complete outside, get all of that first. Then you know exactly what you need. Maybe you need a can of diced tomatoes or some low sodium chicken broth, okay? There are going to be a few things that you need that are in the middle, but save those to the very end and then just go and grab those specific items, throw them in your cart, and you can head to checkout, okay? So spend most of the time getting everything you need outside on the perimeter, finish up in the middle, and then you can head to go check out. Okay, the last tip I have for you is when you're all done, when everything is said and done, you've got everything that you think you need. When you head to the register, do a cart check, okay? So check to make sure you've got everything on your list, because you don't want to have to go back to the store again, okay? Because chances are you're going to end up buying more food, but you won't need it because you've already planned for the entire week, okay? So make sure that you have everything on your list, and then look at your cart. You want to have 50% of your cart be fruits and vegetables, okay? Fresh food, that's what we want. Fruits and vegetables. 25% you want it to be your proteins. So that can mean, your chicken or your ground turkey. It also means eggs. Greek yogurt is another great protein. Cottage cheese is protein, okay? So it doesn't just mean chicken. You don't have to eat chicken 5 times a day, okay? But 25% protein, and then you want to have about 25% whole grains. So that's going to be your brown rice, your whole grain pasta, anything additional that you need to have, your sweet potatoes, those are also going to count, okay? Whole grains or carbohydrates, you want that to be 25%. So 50% produce, okay? And that can include frozen vegetables. Don't be afraid to use frozen vegetables if you need to. Canned vegetables don't have as much of the nutrients. They've been cooked out of the vegetables, so try and stay away from cans if you can. But frozen vegetables are okay. Usually frozen vegetables are picked right away and they're frozen instantly, and so a lot of times those can have a lot of the nutrients that you want. So fresh and frozen fruits and vegetables are fine. 50% of your cart, 25% protein, and then 25% of your whole grains and your carbohydrates. Okay, so those are my 5 tips for you. I hope that they help you have a successful trip when you go to the store. Okay, so for today, I want everyone to post on this comment below, or comment on this post below, when you are going to do your grocery shopping this weekend. You want to have it done before Monday so you can be ready to go. Okay, so when are you going to go to the store? And what are you going to do to make sure that you're the one in control and that you're the one that is going to choose what is going in your cart and what you're bringing home to your family? So share that with the group, and I'm excited for us to start next week. We'll see you later.